There we go. Should be back now.
Round one. Fight!
Going back to
Fight!
Oops.
Round three. Fight!
Oh fuck! I got punished. It's weird that I didn't think that was actually even a punishment for it, but I was wrong. Wow. While running 3, got caught by that.
Round four. Fight!
Oh fuck. Oh shit, we're faster that. Wow, that was a punish. Holy shit. I didn't remember that this guy was that good. Wow, that was so strange. Didn't even panic at the end. That is amazing. Honestly, I recognized the name and I've played against this guy before. I didn't really remember him being this. I remember the guy being something that panics at the end of situations. So I can sneak in stupid shit like that and it would go unpunished. Obviously, it's a possibility that he may have been just panic mashing down forward 3-4, but it's unlikely because why would you panic match that as a couple? Why? That makes no sense. Oh wow, shitty damage. I doubt that's going to hit. Maybe I can do Hell Sweep into full 3+4 into full 1+2. But I don't know if it works on the back.
Get ready for the next battle. Round one. Fight.
Oh, that wasn't funny. Oh man, the connection is shit. Oh, too early. I'm dead. I'm trying to get up between the kicks so I can twin distance that. But if the connection is shit, I think defending is going to be impossible because, you know, when connection is shit, punishment. Well, defending isn't going to be difficult. It's just being able to somehow utilize the fact that you managed to block something. Oh man, I have no recollection why that. How did I fuck that up in a way that it went in? Oh man, that's guaranteed, isn't it? Yeah, should not even try to punish. Like, I have to learn, like, a new mode for bad connections, like, not punishing and punish. It's not constantly bad connection, but it might be just when you're trying to do something that would shoot what is supposed to be a block punisher, but it might end up in a block, and it might be launch punishable, like back 1-2 with Juttuj. So when the connection is unreliable, why not just learn to use every -10er, just, you know. Oh man. So I need to learn to play in a way that you don't use punishes at all. So what do I do then? If it's like supposed -13, but I'll always be late, whether it's a connection of or just me. So how do I make use of that? A mid, obviously. But what kind of a mid? Or maybe a throw. Throw might be good, just throw in a throw. This is good with Juttuj. If they immediately wake up, you get to go on the back. If they press a button, you get this on counter hit. Even though it's complete shit on hit, it's +8, but it leaves the opponent too far away. for you to reliably. They can't even backdash forward throw from that. So that's how bad it is. So you just get this. I mean, on Conte, what is it? 34? 35. It's still another damage of a throw, so it's not bad by any means. It's just that if you press a button and they didn't press a button, you're gonna whiff. Or alternative. Oh wait, there's actually one move that might work after that, which is forward 3. Like, it's the only move that I can use with Kazuya after, you know, enemy blocking while running 3 that would just trade with a jab.
Get ready for the next
But
battle.
it will beat everything else. Unless they have, like, a mid evasion thingy going on. Like, maybe Lost can up forward through Kazuya's forward 3 at that. I don't know. Maybe not. How are you doing, Eddie? What's up?
Round 1. Fight.
I don't think I'll be winning a single game today. It would seem like so, yeah. Why is that still gonna win?
Round 3. Fight.
Yeah, I'm not going to win a single match today. Yay!
Round 4. Fight.
Oh wow. He just does that and goes into full crouch every time. And didn't even say, motherfucker. Yep, not gonna win a single game today.
Lucky boss. New challenger. Get ready for the next battle. Round one. Fight!
Oh yeah, that's safe, isn't it? Hello Storm Rage, hello Scotsman, how are you doing? Oh man.
Lucky boss. Challenger. Get ready for the next battle.
Okay, so we got a horrible connection, so I need to learn to do a horrible connection playstyle. I think Devil Kazuya is pretty good for horrible connection playstyle. Okay, immediate jump after full cross. Immediate jump after leg sweep. Wow.
Round 2. Fight!
Oh, I'm running, I guess. I mean, I just... Well, this is an interesting match. I was wondering if the game would be so kind and disconnect us already. The connection is horrible. Oh, there we go. Thank you, game. So anyway, thinking of a laggy play style, I could just mash this or mash this. This is going to catch a hop kick if I have the frames and I'm not terribly late. Right, I don't get a combo, okay? But it's still, you know, not bad. Minus 13, who's gonna punish that when it lags? Only like a super amazing player. So, yeah.
Get ready for the next battle.
So, I got plus 15 or 13. Might as well just go for Kazuya Twin Pistons or down back 4. Or actually even better. Down forward 1-2, just go for Devil Pistons or throw. Yeah. And not a fancy execution throw, just a throw. Oh man. Ah, I found it. I just was late. But I found the sweet spot for docking there. Fuck your frames, mate.
Round 3. Fight!
Oh wow, that is so... I hate that. Oh. Was expecting attack.
Round 4. Fight!
Oh yeah, that's not gonna work against Lost. It was a read. I didn't see it. I just saw something coming out, and for some reason, instead of immediately going for twin pistons, I just waited it out.
Lucky boss!
So ultimately, it was a read, and then more or less, just like something's wrong type of deal. So to some degree, I saw it, but if I was standing, I don't think I would have blocked it.
Challenge! Get ready for the next battle.
Bob and Brian. I don't know. Bob doesn't have a specific weak side. Unless the down back 3 tracks the other side a bit less.
Let's make this a good fight.
I don't know.
Round 1. Fight!
Jab me in the down for the 2. I was late, but that's actually to be expected in a real match. Oh shit, that breaks them all, I forgot. Well.
Round 2. Fight!
Ah. Holy shit, he don't counter, that's why he died. How did I go on to Destroyer? Well, first I lost some matches, then I lost some more matches, and then I lost some more matches. And, you know, that kept going on for a while, and here we are. Unless, of course, you mean how did I get all the way up here, then before losing all those matches, you'd add winning bunch of matches.
New challenger.
But based on your question, I can pretty much assume that you think the ranked system somehow works or has some kind of meaning. It doesn't, so
Get ready for the next battle.
it doesn't mean anything other than it's a matchmaking system. And while being a destroyer, I get more matches way more often, which is pretty cool. Except for when I started today, there was almost, I had to wait for like 10 minutes for a match. But right now I get match, and it's great. I like it. So ultimately, being at this rank is better for me than being at the higher rank because, well, it means more matches for me. And more matches actually means the thing that I want most about playing Tekken, which is playing matches, as crazy as that may sound. Oh man. Hello, Bilanji. How you doing, mate?
Fight.
Yeah, it's not real setup. That happens if they do a hop kick there. But that one is. Can't hop kick that.
Round 3.
Well, ranks don't just mean anything in this game. The rank system is complete joke. And I don't mean to say that all ranks are jokes. I mean that this game's rank system is a piece of shit because it doesn't scale. It has no decay, and it's basically just creating online bubbles of players playing one another in specific ranks. So it's just, it doesn't work. A real online rank system uses elo or some kind of modification of that. That's what's going to happen. Why isn't she getting hit by shit? Wow, that tracks to that side, huh? You're a person who wants to get higher rank and stay on that rank forever. So let's say I made a ranking system based on people that I like. And I gave you the highest rank. Even though actually it's just a dice. I say it's the people I like, but behind the scenes it's actually just a dice roll. And I'm not really keeping that a secret, but I'm not really just telling it in your face either. Would you be interested in staying high ranks on that? Even though the rank has nothing to do with your personality or your actual skills or talents. Now, I'm not saying this rank doesn't take your skills or talents into consideration, but this is the other end of the spectrum. If it's completely random, it really is meaningless. All you get is a fancy title, and you didn't have to work for it, or you didn't really earn it in any way. You just have a fancy title, which means that according to this measurement, you're better than these other people. How are you better than those people? Well, because of the measurement. Right. So it is arbitrary and meaningless. So let's get back to the Tekken's rank system, okay? So it's not completely arbitrary, however, it is arbitrary. It does not reflect your skill, because the rank system doesn't really take according into the whole thing skills, it just takes in wins. And even not all wins, just some wins against some people, which makes it even less skill-based or less win-based. So not all wins are equal. Even if you had to play the best player in the universe, even if you win against that guy, but he has way bigger rank than you, it's meaningless. So ultimately, there's a bunch of matches that are literally meaningless to your rank and have no impact on anything. So there are some aspects of the Tekken ranked that does work, but majority of it does not. Majority of it is shit, because it uses a line. Well, I don't know what is the best way to describe it, but the problem is the rank systems are not decaying, or do they adapt to any changes in the environment, which means that if this game has 1 billion players, it might really benefit from having more ranks, right? ELO doesn't have actual ranks, ELO just has numbers, which means it scales perfectly at all environments when it's actually, when it's done right. So the problem with this is there's no decay, nor does it adapt in any way to anything, which means that you get a rank, you can stay there by never playing again, which means that the rank by itself could be achieved at a time when it was easy to get that rank. Because the ranks are also based on the players and not the other way around. The player is not based on the rank, it's just the value of a rank is just collection of players on it. Oh man. Hello, barber shopping. So you prefer having completely meaningless arbitrary titles? That's fine. There's nothing wrong with liking arbitrary meaningless things, because that's what all people do. But when it comes to ranks, when they're done poorly, as opposed to say ELO or other equivalents, then I just don't see any worth in it. The only reason I play ranked is because it is a matchmaking system. If you want to have some kind of value in your rank, having a high rank, then it's either self-given to it, you have yourself decided that this is valuable, but if no one else sees it as valuable, is it still valuable to you? If you don't care what others think, then yes. Therefore, it's completely arbitrary by one vote. But if you feel like other people must also respect that, but if they don't, then it's still arbitrary by one vote, but now suddenly you don't respect it. So ultimately the problem is, identifying as a rank is that it's dumb. You can do it, there's nothing wrong with doing it, but it is stupid to do it. Because all that ranking system has, the only value ranking system has is that it should be able to put you to play against other players who are of equivalent skill or such. If it doesn't do that, then it's completely arbitrary, just like in TTT2 online. It does try its best, but because it's incapable of adapting to changes in the environment, it means that now that there are tons of people making new accounts because there's no... What else are you going to do? You want to play against other players who are not up there at your ranks, because up your ranks might not be enough players for you to effectively play the game. So, you're oh shit, it's not enough. Hello Power Dropping, how many times do you need me to greet you, mate? But like I said, there's nothing wrong with that, it's just I'm giving you a reason why not to do it. Or rather, I'm giving you a reason why I don't do it, why I don't value the ranks. The way it should be done is having not just singular ELO like Street Fighter 5 has, but a character-specific ELO like Street Fighter 4 had. Now, even taking that further should be the character's actual matchup oh, fuck. Now, if I'm with Kazuya, pretty good at playing the game, but I struggle against certain characters, then I should have a different matchmaking for different characters in order for the matches to be really exciting and interesting, so that everyone playing can learn to get better. Now, if the purpose of the rank is not for everyone to get good matches, then what is it? Because that is the best way of getting people to play the game, is that if everyone gets a big amount of enjoyable matches, right? You want the new player to come in and play the game and like, oh shit, I didn't get completely fucking destroyed on every match I tried out of the 10. Because if you now start playing this game as a new player, that's what awaits you. That is what awaits you there. You start playing this, there's gonna be tons of great players around those ranks, if anyone. In fact, if you start making a new account, you have to get those 10 ranks that there's no one ever playing. So ultimately, it is a broken system for online. It might work somewhere else, but not online. Like, as a local ranking system, it's probably pretty good. But the problem with when it comes with online is that if you play against some guy and you play against me, me and you and that guy might have great connections, right? But the problem is, I might not have a good connection against that guy, right? So I'll never get to play against that guy, assuming that the network actually can tell me that no mate, let's not put these two against each other because the connection is shit. So I'll never know if I could beat him or if he could beat me. And now that is the problem with that. It creates barriers while it has static non-scaling ranks. And, you know, it creates bubbles of players of specific ranks that can only play against specific others who are at specific ranks if they want to increase their rank. However, if you just want to play and have good matches, the player match doesn't have any kind of rank matchmaking system that I know of. It might, but none that I know of. It might have, but I don't know if it has any. And that's why I play the mode that actually has some kind of matchmaking.
Lucky boss.
But your example, if you're Tekken Emperor, people more respect you. Well, if someone respected me more because I'm a Tekken Emperor, I would respect them less for doing that. Because that's just dumb. I mean, I don't respect anyone, to be honest. Well, I guess that goes along with how do you define respect. But honestly, respect? Why would I want anyone's respect? I'm not gonna get it. There might be someone thinking like, holy shit, this guy's a destroyer. I respect him as a Tekken player. Well, I got bad news for you, buddy. You're a fucking idiot if you think that. I'm not any good at this game. If you want to find good players, you need to look into tournaments.
Get ready for the next battle.
You want to look at tournaments to see how the people actually do in this game. That is my opinion on the matter. But ranks would mean a lot more if you could just deathmatch. Like, choose like, I want a rematch against this guy, I want a rematch. Oh man, that sucks. Oh man, that sucks. Yeah, 1% more. Oh wow, that's still a punish. So if I want to do attack from a throw, I need to do the attack throw then. Oh shit, that was actually a punish. No! Well, he didn't launch it, so that's good. Oh man, why did that second thing hit? So you're afraid to play demo match? Yeah, I can understand that. That's why they shouldn't be visible. That's why they shouldn't have any kind of actual impact on your game. If you want to play serious matches, you play tournaments. But I find that just stupid that... Well, I'm not calling you stupid, well, even though it may sound like it. But I find it stupid that we end up caring about such things. Oh man. We end up caring about numbers that represent nothing. And we get attached to numbers put into our names, even though they are arbitrary and have no meaning. Kind of like legal drinking age. Like, can you tell me, if you're like a biology professor or some, you know, scholar or whatever, can you tell me what exactly does change in your body all throughout every human being when they turn 18 or 21, depending on where you live? There is no such thing. You might as well have a drinking hate. Like, how tall are you? You're not tall enough to drink. But that would mean that there will be some people who will never be able to drink. And that might suck for them, right? But ultimately, drinking age is quite arbitrary. It is not completely arbitrary, like hate would be, but even hate would not be completely arbitrary because that's tied to your weight, and your weight is quite an important factor of you know, your ability to stand liquor. So, yeah.
Lucky boss.
You're just a duelist with Jin and Horang and you're goddamn afraid to play rank again at getting demo match. That makes you so upset. So this is the reason you're still playing like multiplayer match. Well, you do what's best for you, mate. Seriously, that's just what you should do. Hey Timmy, you think the drinking age is based on maturing of your brain? Well, isn't 28 when that stops? Like, on average. And, you know, remember that, on average. There might be someone who's perfectly fine at 24, and someone who it takes to 32, or something like that. Now, I don't know those numbers. I don't know them. But I'm just saying that it's not the same for everyone. It is definitely and absolutely not the same for everyone. Just like hate is not same for everyone. You know BMI, the body mass index weight thingy? That's based on hanging people. Some Belgian guy did that so that he could calculate that how high the rope should be, so the hanging would snap the neck. So instead of having the guy just stand, choke to death. The whole idea was, with body mass index, was to calculate the height for the rope so that when they drop the guy, the neck snaps. That's what we use to measure our health on weight, based on weight. And I find that kind of interesting. That we would use such a system based on something that's completely unrelated. Like, I can understand if we measure BMI if we're about to get hanged, right? But to use that some kind of, you know, for health. But sure, it does give you an idea. It does give you a direction to go for. And I'm sure that I'm quite aware that me being obese is unhealthy for me, right? I know that. Shit, I don't think that there's probably... Well, I mean, shit. I'm sure there are obese people who are like, no, I'm perfectly healthy, right? And that would be incorrect. Or at least I'm at increased risk of all kinds of horrible diseases. Well, I don't know if they're called diseases, like... I'm not expert on English. Oh shit. That's not what I meant.
Lucky boss.
Bubble. Sorry if I mispronounced, but I'm not really sorry, but I'm just saying that I might have mispronounced your name. I would assume that the reason why he's scared is because he's working hard to get the rank up. So losing that rank means that all the work he's put into getting that rank has been made meaningless, right? That's because he believes that rank is a measurement of his skill instead of other things. And I can understand why you would do that. Because what else are you going to use as a measurement other than your success? But the problem with that is, let's hypothetically say that I was really amazing at Tekken, right? But I had a Smurf account, right? And I was the guy playing against him when he's on, you know, promotion, demotion. I don't give a fuck about the match. It's just a Smurf. It doesn't mean anything to me. So I just blow through the match. But he's gonna be really fucking scared playing that match. So he's gonna fuck up so bad that he wouldn't normally do.
Get ready for the next battle.
So there's that. He's gonna play worse than normally when he's playing a demotion match. Or possibly even promotion match because he's nervous and he thinks there's something on the line. But ultimately, the only thing that is on the line is a digit on a database. If you think that represents you as a person or a portion of your personality or some kind of something like that, then perhaps it is time to re-evaluate your life. And I'm not kidding. I'm saying perhaps it is time to figure out if there's a different way of finding out who you really are or something. Because that's probably not only unhealthy, but also, you know, quite easily, really easily fix it. All you gotta do is figure out a different way of measuring yourself as a person. Something that you're not going to lose because someone was better. Because that's the problem with measuring your skill with a rank, is that you're putting yourself into a pool of players, right? And you don't know if there's someone better who just came into the pool right out of nowhere. Someone better that is just there is going to destroy you. That's why demotion is really bad. That's why if it was an ELO system, the whole thing would work bunch better. No demotions, no disparity between the value of each match. Every match is meaningful. Every match is something to gain and something to lose. But we don't have that, and we might not even have that in Tekken Tag I mean Tekken 7. We might not have it. And because that may be so, you're better off just learning to immediately just discard the idea that these numbers that are arbitrary, because they are arbitrary. They are just matchmaking algorithm. It's math to determine who you should be best off being paired against. That's all it is. Could I have flashed that maybe? Oh man. Them snakes. Oh man.
Lucky boss.
But hey man, you're gonna lose. Unless you're some kind of superhuman being, which clearly you're not, since you're afraid of demotion, which means that you've been demoted before. You know what's it like, that's why you're scared of it. Because there's nothing wrong with making a Smurf account, in my opinion. I think the problem is that this current rank system just doesn't work. That's the problem. Not people making Smurf accounts. If the system worked, there would be close to no benefits of making Smurf accounts, because in proper ELO systems, right? A proper matchmaking for internet games, you start off with more leniency at the beginning, and the more matches in, you have the less leniency. So if you play really well and destroy a lot of people, you're gonna go shoot straight up, go really high. And if you're gonna play poorly, then you're gonna start at the bottom. But ultimately, it's not about whether you're bad or good. At least in my opinion, it's just about having fun and exciting matches to play. That's what the matchmaking should aim for, because that's how you get players to play your game. If they find the matches fun, engaging and interesting, they're gonna want to play more. But if you're a new player and start playing this game now, go ahead, make a new account. You're like, okay, I played a few matches against the PC, I beat the PC, so let's go play online. You're gonna get fucked so hard that you're gonna wish you didn't. You're not gonna play that game much more unless you're a fucking masochist. But as far as I know, most people are not. So a lot of new players will not be playing this game because there is no scalability in the ranking system. Because you have to shoot the people that are good. You don't put them against bad players, because the bad players are not going to learn anything from it. Good player might learn something from playing against bad player and might actually have fun. We know that people who make mods do quite often have quite a bit of pleasure in actually beating people. I mean, I'm just gonna go ahead and say it myself. I have a different account. with different ranks. And it's quite a relief to play against players that are worse than me. Because I know that I can try out some crazy shit and see if they work. And even if they don't work, it's not like I'm gonna lose anything. Even if I lose the match with the Smurf, I don't have to give a fuck. So I think the game shouldn't have player matches at all. The game should just have ranked or just online matches. And you should be able to do as many accounts as you want. If you want to play drunk but don't want to play with your main account, just make a drunk account. That's how I think it should work. Just have one pool for everyone. No player matches, no... Well, I mean, if you want to make a private lobby, of course, that's a different scenario in my opinion. But if you want to just have players playing against others, then trust them. You need to have a matchmaking worth trusting. But I don't think that's going to happen with Tekken 7. So, but who knows? Maybe they hired some really smart people to help them out with that stuff, so that they're not doing it by themselves like they've been doing. Or who knows? Maybe they just studied up on mathematics and got some kind of, you know, something into it to go into making a really amazing online experience. Well, mistakes were made. That was supposed to be electric. Then, on my realization that it was down forward 2, and it hit on counter, I meant to do just down forward 1. Then I managed to do sit jab. And then I just did full crouch down forward 4 to combo into it, hopefully, and it worked out.
Challenge. Get ready for the next battle.
I don't think I ever got to save Ryu or Seryu. At least so I think. But ultimately, let's say if the rank system works, if I'm actually good enough, I'll get to my rank, because it's a mathematical algorithm that counts it. So you need to think about it this way. You are at the rank you should be at. If you lose a rank, then you end up in a rank you should be at. Then you go up from there. Then you go up from there. If you are at the rank you should be at, don't be afraid. You just have to get back. If you want to get up, then work yourself to get up. But the problem is that the rank system is just not very good. So no one is going to trust the rank system. But somehow you have forged this weird kind of relationship with the rank system. And now you're afraid of it. So you probably can't just forget about it. You see the demotion, you're probably gonna remember the feelings of what you felt before. Maybe it's time for a break. I'm not saying you should, I'm just suggesting that break might do you good, man. Just taking a break, take a week off, month off. I have taken half a year break from Tekken, and when I got back, it felt really a lot more better to play the game. Like, I flushed out so many things out of my mind. I should probably take another break right now, but I just don't want to because this is really fun. But there are many things that I need to flush out of my system, but I can't do it since I keep getting reminded of them, and I have these knee-jerk reactions to these things. So, you know, but the point is, a break might do you good, mate. Just taking a break from all Tekken and just, you know, focus on anything else, like music or movies, whatever you do. Maybe you play... I've heard that there's other games on PlayStations than, you know, Tekken. Maybe try another game. Like, maybe Street Fighter or Mortal Kombat, or maybe just not a fighting game at all. Maybe just play something completely different. I don't know. I don't play anything completely different, so I wouldn't know that about that. Hello, Charisma. Oh, that's a cool name, man. How you doing, mate? What's up, Holy Cream? Oh, you mean that what I just said, you agree with it, perhaps? But yeah, maybe taking a break would help you out, mate. It's just distancing yourself from the thing that brings you displeasure. I think that's just the smartest thing to do. If you keep... I don't know about you, but I play Tekken because I find it fun. But if it was really unpleasurable, just like streaming, there was a time when I felt like I don't want to do this. So what I did was stop doing it. I took a month break, maybe even more. And when I got back, it was kind of scary at first. Like, oh god, am I doing this again? I don't even know what I'm doing now. So imagine when I haven't done whatever it is that I do for such a long time. Oh fuck! Oh shit, my cable has gotten exposed. Oh no! I need to fix that. But ultimately, it turned out to be still pretty fun. So here we are again, still streaming and whatnot. Well, that was not the thing that I was looking for, but here we are. Most of my time of playing this account, I've been stuck at Warrior. Most of these matches, by the way, that I have on this account is Warrior, around Warrior and Green ranks. Going up and down Green and Warrior, and sometimes I got to Duelist. Only now that, you know, the game is shit old, I managed to get up here. So, you know, there used to be a lot more players, and it's quite possible that because of the players that were there before and are no longer there, now I can't, now just, you know, I'm at the peak only because, well, at my peak, not the peak of the game, but I'm only at the peak because there are no others, just, you know, no more others there left. I mean, there are people here, yeah, but it's quite... I think it's possible that just having those people leaving the game has contributed to me getting up in ranks. It might not be that I got better. It's probable that I might have gotten better as well. I think I have. But did I get better enough to actually break through the ranks, or did I just get up because now there's less players here? I don't know. I can't tell. And because there's no way of knowing that, I don't really think about that. It's a non-meaningful thing. If there's no way of knowing, then why even think about it? Seriously, if there's no way of knowing that, whether that is true or not, why should I spend any time thinking about it? I think it's pretty fair. I think it hit on counter. I think that's what it killed. Hey, Cruiser Overlord, how you doing, mate? Sam Gray says that you play better than warriors around the ranks. I don't know. Dante Rose, mate. Fear is not rational. I mean, it makes sense if you are at danger, right? It makes sense. It's not a stupid feeling. But remember that fear is a feeling. And when you're in a situation that triggers that fear, you're not going to get out of the fear by telling, hey, stop being afraid. No, that's not how emotions work. That's like if you're getting angry and someone tells you, calm the fuck down, man. You're like, fuck you, man. What the fuck is wrong with you? That's not gonna help. Telling someone who's clearly not calm to calm down is just going to make them even more upset. Because that's how emotions and feelings work. They are not rational. So what you really need is kind of to... If something gives you some kind of reaction that you want to get rid of, what you probably need is a break from it. You just need to forget all about it and kind of reassess the situation, if that makes any sense. My mix-up was going to be a hell sweep. I went down back 4, and down back 4, and down back 4, and then sidestep hell sweep. Surprise! He hop kicked the shit out of me. What a surprise that it worked, right? I don't know how I saw that. I never even expected that, and somehow I managed to block that. Now I didn't even think about it because you can't really do much about it. Just get jabbing me.
Round 2. Fight.
But you say that warrior ranks uses a lot of gimmicks, and when you go above that, there's movement and punishes and stuff. But I have played against players in green ranks with over thousands of matches that actually have punishes. They might not have movement, but they play solid. But the problem is that they can't get out of those ranks, probably because of Smurfs. Now, that's a probability. I can't say that's the reason. But one of the problems they have is they start panicking. They get cornered. They feel like this opponent is too good against me or something like that. And they start panicking, especially on the last round of their life. They start doing really stupid shit. And it's not like they choose to be panicky, they just end up being panicky. So they just don't have the experience of, what's it like to actually pull it through when you're really down. So that's a problem that gimmicks do to you. Relying on gimmicks, and then you play against someone who just blows through your gimmicks just like nothing. Then you're fucked. You have no idea. Then you just panic and just keep doing your snakes. By the way, snakes work against me usually. But since right now the game is pretty much dead, there's not enough players, and because the rank system is inflexible or unflexible. Not sure if it's inflexible or unflexible. English is difficult for me, mate. Sorry about... Well, I'm not even sorry. But point is that... The Tekken is a game of a lot of information and practical application of that. Now, while that sentence might apply to everything, but to some degree I would say that Tekken is really heavy on the information. So if you know how to deal with gimmicks, then the opponent might switch to a solid playstyle. Now, if they don't have a solid playstyle, they're just gonna keep up with gimmicks. And they'll never get any better because they still keep get matched up with people who just, get destroyed by gimmicks. Like me. I get destroyed by gimmicks all the time, but if I can force them to play solid, I have a far better chance of beating them.
Round 1.
Yeah, there's a lot of information out there, but a lot of people feel like, well, me included, that's like going to school. I'm here to play a game. I don't want to go to school. So that's a problem with information sharing. Let's say there's a lot of frame data out there, right, mate? There's frame data for all the characters, but frame data is not perfect amount of information. In fact, just applying someone with, hey, here's numbers in a spreadsheet. This is how you play Tekken. The other guy would be, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're playing Tekken by pressing buttons, man. Now, even though the other guy might be right, to another player who's not like very heavily into pressing, like, he's like, no man, I just want to press buttons. Okay, mate, I don't want to spend an hour studying for the exam for 60 different subjects. But technically, if you want to get good, that's the fastest way of doing it. That's not the only way to do it. You can just play. You can just play. And if you're having a good time, that's all you need. Just play and have a good time, mate. That's my opinion. That's all you need. But if you want to get fast, and, you know, no, if you want to get good and fast, then actual studying is the best way to do it, if not the only way to do it fast. Maybe if you're a genius, but let's take out the borderline cases out of here. Just focus on normal people, the non-genius type. Oh shit. Then studying is the best and easiest way to get good on Tekken. And studying the inconclusive frame data that is scattered on the web in a stupid 2-page format. RB Norway is the one I use for whenever I check for frame data. And they don't even have throws. They don't have 10 stringers hits. They don't tell me what are jailing moves and what are not. So, and they don't have images or pictures of the moves. There's so much data missing that it's really hard to learn this stuff by just looking at it. So what you end up having to do, mate, is that you take a list of shit, you go to practice mode and kind of figure out, okay, so this is that move and this is that move. But, you know, it's really slow, isn't it? And because it is slow, it's a real turn off for anyone to actually realistically start practicing or learning that. So you have to be really into Tekken to start taking frame data with the inconclusiveness, just blowing that through that, just hammering it into your head. There's no even testing tools. There are no teaching tools. And boy, I have worked on those I've tried to build tools for the like years now for this game, and I can't do it. I can't do it because I'm a lazy piece of shit that gives up on the first obstacle. Like, oh man, I need to learn to code in this language. Fuck it. Fuck everyone. I quit Tekken. Honestly, I think that's how it went when I last quit Tekken and took a half-a-year break. It was something like, I don't want to deal with this shit. Fuck it. I think that's basically how it went. Alright, bye Satan's Thanksgiving, mate. You're probably gone already since... I don't know the timestamps, I don't have them on. But yeah, punishing Snake Edge and whatnot. Simple stuff, yeah. Those will take you somewhere, right? But when you run into your first Ling or Capo and whatnot, everything you've learned about the game suddenly is like, well, none of anything that I've learned so far applies to this. What the fuck is wrong going on here? Borist. Borist. There are no gimmick characters, mate. Severely disagree. Like, severely disagree. Like, Yoshimitsu is 100% gimmick character. There's a sword sweep, and without the sword sweep, it's just a shit character. And I'm saying that with all the love in the world for Yoshimitsu. I mean, I think Yoshimitsu's design is cool, or everything about Yoshimitsu is cool. But that's a fucking gimmick character with no redeeming qualities if he didn't have a sword sweep. And I mean that. I think Yoshimitsu is a shitty character with the only exception is that, you know, you with the sword sweep, you can break the game. And also, that happens to, coincidentally, that happens to be the only reason why I am any good at this game, at least presumably, is the gimmicks. And even if you disagree with me, hey, that's fine, you can. And I'm not saying that it would be just retarded for me to say, no, I'm right, I know everything, because, you know, that's not even possible for a human to know everything, mate. But that is how I see myself and as a player. I am 100% reliant on Yoshi's gimmicks. If I took just Kazuya for a spin, I'd lose every match. Well, maybe not every, but a lot of them. I would definitely get destroyed if I tried to survive without the gimmicks. And I have tried that, and it was the case, right? So that's not just completely theoretical, that is actually what has happened. Oh shit, down back 3 into back 4, catches a raw attack. Interesting. But I think the biggest reason for, you know, me starting to rely on gimmicks is because it's the easiest way. It really is the easiest way to get shit done. And there's no reason to not to do it, mate. There is no reason to not to do it. Any Korean Yoshi I would like to tell about? No. I don't know any. I have not watched any Yoshimitsu videos besides from Tekken 7. And Yoshimitsu seems like a more solid character than ever before. Like Downfall 1 has extensions, another one counter hit high extension and one NC extension, which means that Yoshimitsu effectively has this Downfall 1 into this, which could mean that he has like a 13 frame Punisher fucking finally for like 40 damage. I don't want to talk about 7, that gets me really depressed that I realized that, oh, but I'm playing this game. I'd really prefer I was playing 7. That's how I feel right now. I had to take a week break from Tekken Tag 2 after I tried Tekken 7 because I had to distance myself from Tekken Tag because Tag just pissed me the fuck off. Charisma, I think you're right. There is no reason to not to do gimmicks, but at the same time, you will never go far with gimmicks.
Get ready for the
But where is this far that you want to go, mate? The ranked system is broken. It's not about matching players of roughly equal skill against one another. This is just basically us furiously pressing buttons and trying to see what kind of outcome comes out. The network matchmaking is complete rubbish. This is just a way to kill time. I'm not trying to get good at Tag 2. I'm just trying to have a good time. Okay, mate? So, why not just gimmick the shit out of it if I'm not even trying to be the best in the world? Because the fact is, matter of fact is, I'll never be amazing at Tekken. Now, you can disagree as much as you want. That might be you might have to disagree because the way you are as a person. You might have to do that, right? But me, I know my limits. I am very forgetful. I have shitty reaction speeds. And also, I get angry quite easily. So, there's a lot of things that are not good qualities for a Tekken player. Especially the forgetfulness. This is a game of knowing shit. This is a game of being calm and collected and having your exit strategy at any given time. I do not excel in any of those. at all. Those are like my worst qualities as a, you know, if I made some kind of map. Only thing I'm good at is, well, I can't really think of that either. I'm good at being mediocre at a lot of things. I'm pretty good at picking up some skills, but I also never get very far in them. That would be my personal ability where I am better than at other of my own skills. And I'm not trying to be like downplaying myself. I don't try to do that. That is what I do think. And at the same time, I'm not sad about that. I'm not angry about that fact that I'll never be amazing at Tekken. It's just easier when you realize, like, I'll give you an example. There are thousands of people playing chess, right? Competitive chess, okay? Like people who put their whole fucking life into playing that game. Not just 5 years of playing a Tekken game. Tens of years. Plural of tens of years. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60 years of playing chess. The whole fucking life might revolve to some degree around chess. And still, only a handful of people will ever make it to be a grandmaster. Is it lack of trying? Is it lack of discipline? No, it's just that not everyone can do it. Not everyone can make it up there. So, I have given up. I have seen players who played this game for a year when I have played these Tekken games for 5 years. I have played lots of Tekken. I had played a lot of competitive games. And this guy, within 1 year, actually less than a half a year, like a bit over half a year, I could not win against him at all. To this day, the person that I'm talking about, I have never won a single set. And also, I have probably played against that guy, or with that guy, about 10,000 hours of Tekken. And to this day, I have not won a single first to 5 against him. I have gotten to 4 to 5, 4 to 5, 4 to 5, 4 to 5, 3 to 5, 3 to 5. Bunch of fucking time. But 5 to 4 in my advantage? Never! Not once. I mean, before he got good, yeah, sure. But I'm not gonna count those. Me with my years of experience playing this game versus him playing the game a bit over half a year. And after that, no matter how much I played, no matter how many, I spent 8 hours a day in practice on days we didn't play. 8 hours a day. Like, come home from work, practice. Come home from school, practice. Electrics, combos, everything. But I wasted that time because I did shitty practice. The practice I did was worthless. I did it poorly. I just thought I thought I had it, but I just did it wrong. I just spent time becoming a Mishima player, not becoming a Tekken player. So all I ever did was practice execution, and I was wondering why did I never get any good at this. It's possible that now that I'm smarter, I could theoretically get better than I was before. But the fact is, I am past 30. When I was a kid, I had really good reaction speed. I used to play first-person games a lot, like Quake and, you know, games like that. And I wasn't good at anything else other than being faster than all my opponents. I was a sniper. I was godlike with a railgun. I just beat the shit out of everyone because I was just faster than them. There was no skill that made me good. There was no strategy involved. It was pure instinct speed. Fast forward 10 years, I'm 25 or so, and I can't do shit in those games. I'm really slow. And that's just what's going to happen with age. It's also true that I never kept myself healthy. I have always had bad habits. Smoking cigarettes, some alcohol stuff, and some other stuff, and lots of overweightness throughout my entire adult life, and all kinds of things. So I haven't really kept my yourself in shape. But at the same time, it's not all about physical shape, not all reaction speed. But from what I've read, getting into good physical shape might help. But I mean, I've tried to lose weight and get into good physical shape all my life. Like all of my adult life, I've tried all kinds of ways to lose weight, and always I end up crashing because I just give up and surrender. So ultimately, even though it might help if I lost weight, I've never been able to do it. And at the same time, I am still getting older at a pace that there's no way of slowing. I meant to do the... Oh. Ooh, that was good. Sidestep to the right to get out of downfall 1. That was good, mate. Ah, why do I keep failing? Does 2 work? Yeah, it does. So I just suck. Yeah, I use arcade stick, man. I think pad is better than stick, and I think all button control is the best. Like when it comes to what is the best controller. But the problem with pad for me is that it hurts my hands. So I don't want to do that. Like when I used to do 8 hours a day of practice mode with a pad, that was also because I just couldn't play guitar anymore. Like I wasted all that time and got my fingers fucked up, and I couldn't play guitar because it just hurt too much. So even though I have played guitar for 10 years, there have been long periods of time when I just don't even touch it, or just play like most 10 minutes a week or something. Like, I don't want to do this, it hurts. But I switched to playing stick, and that took me 2 years though. But full switch to play stick took me quite a while. But once I got that done, I've been able to play guitar no problem. I mean, sometimes for unrelated reasons, of course, you know, fingers get hurt and whatnot. But, you know, ah, man, I was red. But now I got you, mate. But yeah, if you want to go far, if you want to get good, you should not rely on gimmicks. But if you want to get good and go far, you also need to learn to use gimmicks. Gimmicks is the easiest way. I mean, well, think about it this way. There is a limit to our brain power before you have to take a rest, okay, mate? You might not agree with that, but that is what I read. And I'm not a scientist, I never even graduated any fancy schools. I've never even taken courses, I've just read a lot of shit that I can find on the internet. So basically, you have a limited amount of ability to make decisions, right? Like, the more decisions you make, you know, your mind gets fatigued. But unlike physical fatigue that you can feel like, oh shit, my muscles, just, you know, I can't lift this thing. But in your mind, you just start taking shortcuts and shortcuts and shortcuts, and you make, you know, you might still make good decisions, but they are not as good, they are not as well thought out as they, you know, should be or ought to be, okay? So eventually you will run out of that. You have to take a break or even sleep or whatnot. So having gimmicks at your arsenal can really help you when you just don't have to make those decisions. Why bother wasting any excess energy into this if you don't have to? That's, you know, so if the enemy cannot deal with the gimmicks, fucking up with gimmicks. I just made a read, didn't see it. I meant to do while running 3, but I fucked it up. Oh, now I did it. Shit, I got played. I got played there. Oh, that was so good. Well done, Matt Gamer. Yeah, we could do first 3, mate. Let me just finish this match first. Oh man, I hate that character so much. It's just so hard to deal with this shit. And you know, bad execution also is not very helpful for me. And I'm dead because I fucked up one input. Ah. Oh, so many traps. Because it's just impossible to really hit that guy. But at the same time, you just kind of have to take your chances a lot of the time. Oh man, he just fucking whiffed. No! Again, wrong move, I'm dead. Oh man. It is quite frustrating to lose because I didn't really lose because of my bad decisions. I lost because I'm playing against a character that you have to do very specific moves to deal with stuff, otherwise you get launched. And the thing is, if you're having a bad execution day, you can't just not do it. You have to do it or you're in a 50-50 mix-up. So, Carrot Man, can you give me a PSN so I'll make a room, so let's play. I'm not blaming the player for using capo. If someone thought that's what I meant. The problem simply is that capo forces the execution barrier straight on the other guy. And if you're not on point, you get fucked. It's like you're playing a really good player when they play something different, right? But instead of playing against really good player, you could be playing against anyone. And again, this isn't meant to be as some kind of insult to the player that I just played against. But I am saying, and I quite mean it, that playing against Capo, it puts all the skill requirement. What is that? It puts all of the skill requirement onto the other player. And if you are a competitive player, you should do it. You should play Capo, obviously. Why shouldn't you? It's just like, why not use gimmicks? Why not? But at the same time, it is frustrating for me to have to deal with that. Now, if I could make, well, let's say I made a baggage sniffer that really read out like, oh shit, this guy queuing up against me is playing Capo. I might actually make it a no thanks if it's like, first of all, if I could do a baggage sniffer thing, I'd actually have it run the ping to the opponent more reliably before it even gets to my PlayStation 3. Like, let's see this ping thing first here with a real exam of the quality of the connection and see if this is worth playing. So I suppose I wouldn't even stop playing against Capos because, you know, if the connection is good, then it's just your fault for being off, you know, not being on point, right? But See, in a game that is online, you just... It is quite disastrous when you don't have just a move. Like, the reason why I like Revolution, Tekken Revolution a lot is because of the invulnerability moves. And Capo can fucking light a candle in that game. I don't know if Capos are in that game, but you do. If Capo does anything on block, and you know it's going to go into some bullshit string, you can just do invulnerability move, and you win 10 times out of 10. You win because you know that you can use this to deal with that shit. And I think that's great. But, you know, besides that, Revolution sucks. But I like that you have an easy to use tool against mid-evasive characters. That is great. That is launch punishable, mate. Your 1-2 was horribly, terribly late. Let's go downstairs. Oh, that's not working. Okay, shenanigans check. Down for 1. A combo off axis. Well done. And... oh yeah, my sweep is actually faster. My sweep from full crouch is 20 frames. Exact 20 frames. Might have an extra, you know, might have more than one active frame, but your sweep is closer to 30 frames, is it not? So even if I use down 4, which is -3 on hit, I'm at 23 if I don't fuck it up. I'm at 23 if I don't fuck it up. So, interesting. That's -11. I could have done better punish. Actually, back 1 is far more reliable punish. I don't remember. There's something you can duck. But it might be that that string of punches is not... there's nothing to duck. Oh! I tried to step that. Ooh, I'm dead. Unless you drop the combo, mate. Nope, no droppage here. But I do think that Capos, once you know how to deal with their shit, are complete shit as characters. So if you're not playing online Capo, there's really, it's just horrible character in my opinion. Because online at least gives you the benefit of lag. But if you play offline, you are so unadvantageous in that situation, in my opinion. Like, what I mean with that is that you don't have a sidestep, and if your opponent can deal with your shit, like, if your opponent is like, okay, you wanna play Capo? Guess what? I'm gonna play Marduk. Capos will be like, oh, so can I just surrender now? I mean, all you have to do with against Capo with that is doing shit. Oh, he's gonna hit, yeah. All you have to do with Capo against with the Marduk is down back 2 or down for 1. And to mix it up, maybe do a launch throw. It catches them in the air. So if they did a jump to evade your supposed low or something, the launch throw -1/+2 catches them off in the air. So if I was, even though I don't play Marduk, if I was a serious tournament player, which I'm not, and I had to deal with a Capo, I would just be like, okay, I'm gonna pick Marduk, and what's an easy character to deal with? I don't know what else to use. So maybe just solo Marduk. And I'd be like down back 2, down back 2, down back 2, launch throws. If they can break the throw, then I just have to use down 3. So I just rely purely and only on that. And if that's not going to win the match, then I just played poorly. Because there's not a lot you can do with Capos when you don't have mid evasion. If your mid evasion is completely dealt with, what the fuck are you going to do? Backdash shit, huh? That's all you can do. You can't sidestep shit, so you don't even have to use much of, you know, tracking. The only exception is that if you're at frames and they do back 2, then you have to be able to track to your left. No, wait, to your left, right, yeah. It takes a step to the right, which is my left. Jump? No? Jump? Oh. You gotta stop teching, mate. At least against Yoshimichi, you just have to stop teching, mate. Was that really a combo? Jump. There we go. Oh, I was late. You have one very clear, definite issue here. Well, okay, 3. You didn't punish health sweep when you blocked it. That's terrible. But that could be just, you know, being pressured here. But your only way of approaching me seems to be with, you know, jumps. You do while running 2 with Steve, and you do while running 3s, or, you know, I haven't seen Capital yet. That's usually what a lot of Armor King players do, that when they don't know how to approach. But here we go. And then the other option is you just do a lot of wave dash into dark upper. So if you just do wave dash into dark upper, that's kind of easy to guess. Plus easy to avoid. So there's a few quite obvious flaws in your game style that I can exploit. So I don't really have to put in a lot of work right now, because there are some easily exploitable flaws in your game style. And I don't mean that as an insult. I'm just trying to let you know that you should, while I doubt that you can do much about it right now as you play, but at the same time, it's something to think about when you're not playing. Like, I think you need to figure out a way to approach an enemy that it isn't so risky. I think that's what you need, mate. I could be wrong. I've been wrong all of my life about so many things. But that's my first instinct here. I'm gonna use electric to push you back, take a side step, and then for some reason you tend to do back dashes to create space. Then I'm just gonna wait for you to come in, and then I will attempt to exploit that. Because even if your coming in works, it doesn't hurt, right? See that? You did that. But if I land an electric, it does plenty more damage. The only incoming way of you doing damage is dark upper. There. I messed it up. I was at a range where you can do that quite leisurably. Oh! No, too slow. Oh man, I was too early. So now he came in way deeper than before. So, oh no, I'm dead. It hits the wall. There's no way out of it. That was pretty good. Well thought out, mate. Oh man, you got me to wall and you didn't even use a wall splashing move that got me out of there. I tried to electric that. That's minus 15 at least. Yeah, you sidestepped after that tagging last time too. Ooh, no throw. Okay. Oh wow, that actually caught me quite well. Okay, so I'm gonna just crash. Yeah, I figured you'd be pressing a button, or for some reason you just didn't want to block that. Oh shit, I was... Yeah, there we go. Delay, high. But, you know, jumping coming in is not a bad idea against my Uzumitsu, since I tried to stop people with full throttle flex sweep. And you can jump over that, right? So it's not exactly a bad idea, it's just not that good idea if that's the only way to do it. Ooh. Now he waited for me. Well done, mate. Uh-oh. I got caught there. Caught you again. See, I am a shenanigans player. I'm not even ashamed of it. Right, I am not a solid player. I rely on shenanigans to get wins. No lies. Pure shenanigans here. There. Shenanigans. Let's see here. 2 hours. Yeah. Oh, okay. It's already 3. I didn't even pay attention. Sure, let's play one more. Then I'm gonna go back to rank. But now I'm just going to be an asshole because the connection is really good. So I want to play this team. So you can hate me all you want, but with this good connection, I'm gonna wanna try out my lag, the team that just can't stand lag or, you know, bug. Good news is I don't play this team a lot, so I'm probably pretty shit. So do your best, mate. That's really all anyone can ever do, to be honest.
Round 1.
And get to the chopper. Oh, no. Oh, you got me. That's fine. Almost no damage compared to what it could have been. Ooh, that was pretty good. With dark upper into a hop kick. I was trying to catch you when you started moving, but... Oh, I am toast.
Round 2. Fight.
Oh no, that hit on counter. Oh shit, that was crazy good. Oh shit! I'm dead. Oh man. Oops. That.
KO. Final round. Fight.
Ah, finally! Yeah! Haha! Man, Bike is so much fun. Also, horrifying to play online when if it lacks even a little bit. All right, cheers, mate.
Yoshimitsu. New challenger.
Hello, Ling of Lings. How you doing, mate?
Get ready for the next battle.
I don't remember shit about Miguel, and as for Bob, I suppose the only
Yo me encargo de esto.
side I should try to step is where the down back 3 doesn't track.
Round
So I could do just sidestep in the low block, in the block. You there, mate? Oh. What the fuck was that, mate?
time up. Round 2. Fight.
Invisible sword! Invisible sword! Yay! Ah! Invisible sword! Woo! Yay! Back turn shenanigans! Do I even have anything fun from back turn? Like... I got highs. Oh no, I don't have a sword. Shit. The lightning kick is -5 on hit. Oh shit, I was expecting full crowd sweep. I think he played not that well. I would assume that this guy is actually a better player than what he just showed there. But hey mates, I know if you think about this game as like, let's say I was playing Overwatch ranked. If there was one guy AFK, I would be like, fuck that, I don't give a fuck, we're gonna win this. Makes no difference to me. But in this game, there are no stakes here. The only thing I can gain from waiting is to get to play against the guy. Right, so I got that. So by throwing that away, if I lose the thing that I'm here for, which is to play against people. Oh, I never heard of... What is this Aldunes? Haven't played against him. Probably a scrub.
Get ready for the next battle.
But yeah, I can understand why you would not wait. If I had to go open the door and take a piss and you killed me when I was AFK, that is my bad. But I don't need to hold it against anyone. If someone disconnects their controller or something like that, I just want to play. It's not about winning, it's about getting matches that are fun to play. I tried to crouch that forward 3, but I just keep fucking it up. Back 3 into back 4 into back 4. Okay, so interesting. Clean reach, quite the punish. Oh wow, really? Oh no, I tried to tag, so he read my tag. So this guy knows how to play. At least the Devilgin guy. I don't know about this other one. This is always nonsense to play against someone playing duel. Because, you know, what's the fuck you gonna do? The other guy might be the one who carries the team. Okay, so 2-2 and he goes for sit jab. Like, this is what I would prefer to having more than just one match here. Wow, what a trick. Well.
Lucky box.
So, in that match, this guy had no respect for frames, which means that, you know, I should have just gone for hop kicks. Or, you know, well, I mean, the Devilgin player had zero respect for frames, like zero respect for frames. Back 4 is like, what, -10, -9? And he just goes and does another one. That gets blocked and he goes for another one. So, yeah. Hop kick would be great. Another thing, like, I did this and he goes for sit jab. Like, that's just fucking crazy to me. But yeah, it worked. I went for a 2-2 into a throw. If I had gone for that, it could have been quite a different thing. Oh, wonder what's wrong. Why is it taking so long to find a match? What can I do there? Yeah, there we go. At 63. I would assume this might be about, I think this was 56 damage.
Get ready for the next battle.
Heihachi doesn't really have a real weak side. Dash 2 takes care of the weak side. Electric takes care of the strong side, just like Downfall 1. So, it's not a weak side. I think weak side might be just something that... Again? Ta-da! Down forward 2 into down forward 2. I'm so bad at frames. When apparently this is all I have to do. This is supposedly all that I... What would I want to see in Tekken 7? Black. I'm not kidding, mate. I think they should just, you know, fix Black. There's so many bugs and weird shit going on with that guy. So, they need to fix Black. But they should bring him back. And so what if it's similar to Horang? Fuck it. If I had absolute freedom, I would just bring Black. I don't care. I mean, I should care, but I don't. I just want Black back. They should bring Black back like he was in Tekken 6. Like, holy shit, that was amazing Black. I love that Black. Like, with that Flamingo super sidestep and all that crazy shit. Man, that was so fucking awesome. It was really fun.
Round 3. Fight.
Like, also, like, what is up with -14 on all the good shit? If they're nerfed anyway. So, bring back Tekken 6 style Black. That's what I want. And, you know, they can tone him down on some aspects, sure, but they should also just make sure that he's not like... I hate that he has like lots of really bad matchups because of his frames. It just means that a lot of really good moves not only are punishable, but become launch punishable. And that's really fucking awful. But yeah, definitely Black. One of my favorite characters in this game. I think Angel should just stay the fuck away. But I kind of agree with merging Black to Horang. I kind of agree with that. If they also did that with Mishimash, like, make at most 2 different Mishimash. Like, maybe it's time for Heihachi to bite the dust. Maybe it's time for him to retire from being playable character and become a boss character. Like a hidden OB broken as fuck boss character that you're not really allowed to play, but it's still in there, but it's really just there to be, you know, kind of like a boss character.
Ready for the next battle.
But I think one Mishima should be kind of enough if they just really merge them like really well. Like, maybe we should drop Kazuya and just give Kazuya's down forward 2 and perfect electric to Jin. Why not? And what the fuck is up with Jin and Devil Jin? Like, what is that shit? Well, yeah, but you could switch around. That is pretty cool concept, right? But it sounds like a nightmare to make it really balanced, right? Like, if it's actually just, you know, just like Devil Kazuya and Kazuya. If you mean like that, it sounds like, you know, there's not a lot of difference. But if you want to switch between Devil Jin and actual Jin, then you still have two separate characters there. So it might as well just have them in two different slots. Why not? If they're actually two different characters, then why not at that point? That's my opinion. But I'm not opposing a switchable styles and whatnots. But if it's two different fucking characters, I just disagree with that. Well, I just don't want that. It's not about disagreeing. It's not about being wrong or right or whatever. It's just I don't want that. It sounds hard. I want to deal with difficult shit, mate. I'm a lazy piece of shit, man. So let me just lay on the couch and do nothing. It was that 3, just like I predicted, but I was unable to do anything about it, which is sad. Ah, my wall running 3 wasn't up in the air yet. I think I'm dead. -5, mate. Even on head. Fuck you, man. I'm just gonna mash them. If you're not gonna let me escape, I'm gonna do twin pistons. That was a perfect moment of no real thought put into anything. Just pure panic. Like, okay, 5 isn't working. Let's do twin pistons. Fuck it. Did I deserve that win? Because I just pressed the right buttons? Yes, obviously. But was it a win? Did I mentally outplay my opponent? No. I just fucking mashed. There was no strategy. It was just... panic mode engaged! Oh shit, it went in. Let's do a combo. I'll win.
New challenger.
Fighting Kazuya, yeah, well, I don't care about the fluff. I don't care about the story, I care about it as a game. Like, I can understand that you have two similar yet quite different characters, right? And Devil Kazuya does not have mid-electric. Devil Kazuya has mid-non-electric. Because it's -10. And when you are at rage, -10 on block will kill you. It's +15 on Dark. I thought it was +13, so you have to land perfect electric on it.
Round 1. Fight!
Oh, so they buffed it like crazy. That's crazy. Then again, it makes more like, it's kind of like ultimate skill. Then why would it be shit? So yeah. That's better. But the last time I read about it, it was -10. Now, could be that I've read wrong or the sources were wrong, but I distinctively remember like, oh shit, even though it's mid, it's -10, so that's fucking scary now, isn't it? Ooh, nice punish, mate. Cool Okizemi. I was first going for dash 4, but then I changed my mind and decided maybe not. Just maybe not. And now crash. Well, it was crash, but it wasn't now. Oh yeah, I need to have the sword off for that to work. Was I late, or was that really just -15? I think that second hit is high, possibly. Kind of looked like it. I haven't seen that move a lot. If I had blocked that, I could have won, but I didn't. I have no idea how to deal with this. Everything has crazy pushback. So maybe my only way of dealing with this should be just having an offense here. Well, that's weird. Mash, 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 mash. But yeah, I kind of, you know, the question was which character would I want for Tekken 7? I'd say it would be Tekken 6 Bike with some adjustments, like make his good shit, like make Raha -13. Why does it have to be -14? If it's 13, if it's launch punishable, then give it a tons of more damage. But yeah, then some other fixes that should be done. But basically, like CD3, give it back some damage or make it safer. You know, and how about the just frame version of CD3? How about that?
Get ready for the next battle.
Would be great, if you ask me. But I also agree with that they killed Bayek because he is quite similar to Hwoarang on some level. And if they killed off Kazuya and Heihachi and it was just Devil Jin and incorporated some of Kazuya's and Heihachi's stuff on Devil Jin, I'd be all for that. Because, you know, you don't need 3 Mishimas, in my opinion. You just don't. I'm not saying it's bad. I'm just saying I think the game would be more interesting if all the characters were more similar, less similar to one another, and had their own distinctive stuff, right? I was late. And I ducked that. I got hit. But yeah, I would kind of hate to let go of Kazuya, right? Because I've been playing Kazuya since Tekken 2. But at the same time, as a fighting game player, I would be okay that if they changed the game in a way that they had like less similarities between, like, why does there have to be like, if Mishimas are really good in the game, they're always the top characters, all of them are always the best characters in the game. So you know, that kind of feels like maybe they're not really that different from one another, are they now? If they really is just... that little difference between them. Uh-oh. Oh shit, it got up and still went back down. Oh wow, no punish, but it still hurt me there. Ah, it should have gone for punish. Now that was off axis. Now I don't regret not doing the best possible punish for it. Because, you know, off axis you never know what downfall 2-2 does. You just don't know anything. All bets are off when you're off axis with Yoshimitsu. But yeah, there are characters that are quite similar in this Tag 2 game. I like, for example, the Laws, the Jacks. Now, a Jack player can tell you 100 or 1,000 differences between Jack and the other Jack. The only difference that I know is that the other one has a different hell sweep than the other, but that's it. I mean, yeah, there probably is more. I accept the premise that there are more than that. But that's the only difference I can tell you if you ask me what is the difference between them. So, if the other hell sweep is better, give it to both. In fact, if something is better, give it to both. And at that point, why not? Why have both? So, Devil Jin's and Heihachi's downfall 2. Rubbish, except that it is kind of good at some things. So why not give them Kazuya's downfall for 2? In fact, why not give them perfect input for all the crouch test stuff? So which one has the best hell sweep? Well, it's either Kazuya or Devil Jin, right? So you pick one of those. Probably Devil Jin because it's a launcher now. And you know, just get the best shit, and if the character ends up being too good, then either get everyone else to be good enough or just, you know, nerf some stuff, right? I don't see why you can't do that. Like, from a technical standpoint, of course, there's no problem doing that. But what I mean is, like, from, you know, balancing, I think it would make things as easier to just have one Mishima to worry about to make it fit the game properly. But story-wise, yeah, you'd have to kill a few characters. Maybe you just make a private Tekken the invite-only tournament or something like that. Like, maybe they didn't die, maybe they just not invited. Heihachi's too old to hang about. Maybe Kazuya has more important shit to do than pursue a fucking company that keeps... The company will change the ownership every tournament, mate. Why would you even try to get there if you're obligated to hold another Tekken tournament so that someone else can? And what kind of a way is it to decide who's the best leader for a company? Well, who kicks the other one's ass the best? That guy gets tons of money. Like, really? That means that guy's the best guy to do some executive decisions, huh? That's your opinion on the matter, is it now? Well, maybe the story's a bit dumb. Possibly. I'm saying it might be. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's fucking brilliant. I just don't see the brilliance of it. But what I mean is, I'm sure with a great story like that and with all the great story writers of the century, maybe they can work out some way of, you know, just having a tournament without all the fucking 60 characters in the universe. Maybe. So, just maybe, you know... Meant to do wall running 3. Oh shit. That's fancy, that's probably death. I hate dealing with Nina. Especially with Yoshimitsu, because it's just rubbish. She has all these moves can go into sidestep, and with Yoshimitsu, you don't have any kind of mid that is reliable for sidestepping. So if she goes into crouch instead of doing that, then you fucking toast, mate. That's a shitty combo, but it got the job done. Solo shenanigans. Oh man.
You lose. Lucky box.
Well, I don't want to make a new Tekken with new characters and new mechanics and whatnot. I just want to make the current Tekken with vast improvements to all the characters, but also reducing the amount of characters that are basically just the same character. Like, I can see the argument for what's the difference between Lee and Law. Because Law is clearly different. Like, there's a lot of differences nowadays. But back in the day, there wasn't. So, and there's 3 capos in this game. We could easily just drop the 2 of them. In fact, I think capos really need a rework. And as far as I know, they're never coming back to Tekken again, unless they get through proper rework. I mean, wasn't there like a new capo to replace them already in the 7? I don't know if there is, maybe there's not. Some kind of lucky kitty or something like that. I think Brian needed those buffs. I mean, it's good that Brian got buffed. Brian is really difficult to play unless you're really amazing. And if you're really amazing, it shouldn't be just okay character. If you're really amazing, it should be a fucking amazing character, in my opinion. So, I'm glad they really buffed him. I like to play Brian, but it's just way too difficult for me and my shitty skills. So, now that he's buffed, maybe, just maybe, I could play him as well. What is my opinion on people who think the earth is flat? Well, just like my opinion on anyone saying ever anything stupid seriously is that, mate, you've been poorly educated or you've not been educated. Either way, that's the case. Whenever I watch news, it's quite depressing, so I don't watch news. But almost all the problems in the world are because either people were taught wrong or they were taught not at all. And what I mean by taught wrong is that people are taught really weird shit in schools. I think the school system is fucking horrible. But I don't know about other countries. I have no idea what the things are like there. So I have no specific opinion other than everyone needs a fucking free, really good, high quality education to make the world a better place for not just those with the education, but everyone in the whole fucking planet will benefit from everyone getting high quality education for free. After all, if your neighbor is a psychotic piece of shit, that is going to fuck you over eventually. I mean, I'm just saying probabilistically. So you don't want to live in a neighborhood with crazy people, right? So what you want is, you don't, but why would you want that anyone has to live next to psychos and crazy people? So you just want everyone to be able to live in a nice neighborhood without crazy neighbors. So, people who think the earth is flat, it's too bad for them, it's too bad for everyone around them, it's too bad if they get to make some executive decisions over other people who would prefer them to not to be able to do that.
Get ready for the next
I have no idea what is Juttuj. Never heard of it. That doesn't mean it doesn't exist. It just means I have no idea what it is. The only thing that I know that is like a Finnish national dish is mämmi. And that's basically just brown, weird mass that looks like shit. I mean, it really looks like shit. Except it's like, you know, more liquidy than actual shit. Well, I guess that depends on your shit, mate. But the thing is, you might actually think that it just looks like shit. That is the only... Oh, too early. All wrong place. I thought that one was the low. I hit 1+2. Either I was late or I didn't actually hit 1+2. Now I hit 1+2. Wasn't 1+2 throw. If he had continued the same way as before, I would be already dead. Oh yeah, I didn't have my sword. I don't want to approach Fang. Fang has like a billion ways of making your life miserable trying to attack him. Like, Hail Sweep is just what you gotta do against Fang, as far as I know. Like, anything really long range low, that's your key against Fang. You can't punish that unless he you know, down forward 4-2 would kill me, right? But if he actually went for down forward 1, oh shit, so that can evade it. Oh, I'm dead. I will regret googling the Juttuj. Can't find anything called that. How did I think of my name? It was a question on the chat. If you're talking about the name that I've used, you know, Juttuj, since the time of the beginnings, it started off as some kind of like Quake 1 Team Fortress, or Quake World Team Fortress, whichever you want to call it, has a sniper, and it's quite overpowered, really, mate. It's really, really broken in that game. But that game kind of really changed with the discovery of bunny hopping, that the whole game just would have needed complete rework. But, you know, some characters that like Pyro and Heavy Weapons Guy completely useless and whatnot. And Sniper completely overpowered. And, you know, if you go into a public server and you pick a Sniper, you're pretty much an asshole, right? Especially if you know how to play a Sniper. So if you're really good at a Sniper, you can take care of the enemy team by yourself pretty much. Because the game, that's how good, you know, that's not... I mean, that is a testament to your skill as a player, but that is also a testament to how fucking overpowered Sniper was in that game. So, whenever someone started sniping on a public server, like, everything was pretty fun. You were playing offense, defense, type of things. And then some guy joins in and starts playing Sniper. So, the best way to get someone to stop playing a Sniper is to out-snipe them. So I switched my name to Juttuj. It's like, fucking hell type of name. It's like, you know, it depends on the pronunciation. Vittuj could mean just pretty much anything, you know, it's a cuss word, but it's also a cuss word with a yeah at the end. So I started using that. I think there was someone called Paskaje, which is basically the same, you know, cuss word and a yeah, but, you know, vittu means pussy or, you know, well, it's not a direct translation, but, you know, you can use that to mean that. And paska is shit. So the guy's name was shit, yeah. So I think, since I can remember someone called Paskaje, yeah, I think that might have had something to do with my name. Or alternatively, he started using that name after me, so that's why I noticed it. That was 20 years ago, so that was quite a while ago. So I started using that name whenever I sniped, and kind of changed it back when I won the other sniper. You know, and went back to playing soldier and whatnot. But sometimes you just quit the game and don't change your name back, and you just go into the game with that name and you just don't give a shit. So eventually I just let that be my name. Just, you know, be called Vittuj. Oh, it didn't hit the wall. I was hoping I might be safe with that. Well, while running through, he got fucked because he got next to me. If you're talking about the name of the channel, it just means stuff in Finnish. The reason the channel is called that is because this was never meant to be a Tekken streaming channel or any kind of channel related to me. I just had to make a channel to test the gear. I had a different, I had a plan with a friend to do, you know, start streaming something else. So I was just testing the gear, and since I play Tekken, I just put the gear on and started playing Tekken, okay? So, I never even, you know, mentioned this stream channel to anyone, but somehow, suddenly, there was just people watching it. And I also tested the microphone. So, I started talking. I was really nervous to start using the microphone, by the way. But, yeah, I just got, I just ended up having viewers, and I didn't really see any reason to stream when I was playing Tekken, right? Because I have two internets, one for playing and one for the streaming. That was what I got for the other project that never, you know, became anything. But yeah, it was just a name I gave a channel that was going to be a throwaway channel. And now suddenly I am streaming with the name Juttuj, so now people call me that. Weirdest thing. Well, it's not that weird, but I'm just saying that the story behind it is, as you heard, not that interesting or you know, it's just boring. Then again, I don't know what you think is boring. If you find that boring or not? I don't even really care. You asked me, I told you. There we go.
Round one. Fight.
Oh shit. I thought I crashed, but I just checked and then I just stood there like, what do I do now? This wasn't part of the plan. Well, yeah, I stepped to the right. My bad. But yeah, I never intended to become a streamer. Like, I was going to be kind of like, my friend was going to do some speed runs, but you know, things changed. But I was just gonna be there, you know, to handle the gear and like, you know, it's not like there was some kind of deliberate plan what my role in that was going to be. I was going to be obviously present, but it's not like I'm like a guy who's very interested in becoming like well known or anything like that. But I just ended up finding that I do kind of like this, so here we are. I kind of like streaming. There is something about it that is quite enjoyable. Sometimes it's quite frustrating because there are some technical issues that are difficult to fix, right? But, you know, everything that is fun, there's probably always, you know, something that sometimes makes it unfun, right? Maybe that's not the case for everything, but as far as I know, that is the case for everything. Honestly, if I wasn't streaming, I think I'd have stopped playing TTT2 already. But I'm not saying I would quit TTT2 because right now if I stop streaming, but I'm just saying that streaming helped me, you know, get into TTT2 again. Like, back before I streamed, I just played it occasionally, right? Just sometimes. But then when I was streaming, and I was testing out the gear, and I was just playing Tekken, I ended up playing a lot more Tekken than I was used to. And it was quite fun, and ultimately quite, you know, frustrating, and I quit for a while, like a month or so. And then I came back to streaming. I also quit streaming at that point since, you know, I just couldn't handle it. There were some things that I was just... Because I never meant to do a streaming channel, and suddenly I had like 30 people listening to what I'm saying. I never really understood that until one day I just realized, like, holy shit. I don't even know what I'm doing, and here I am. I'm shit at Tekken, and there's 30 people apparently listening to my stream or watching it, and I'm supposed to say something. Like, I felt like mad pressure when I realized that, like, what the fuck am I... Like, I'm not funny, I'm not an interesting person, and I'm not even good at this game. I just know stuff about this game. So, what am I supposed to do? Why would these people watch this? So, it started, like, you know, really feel like, it was hard to understand for me. Like, what was I supposed to do here? What was the thing what am I even doing, since there just is no plan? But after a while, and I got back to it, I just realized, like, I just do whatever I fucking want, and I'm just gonna keep doing that. If people want to watch that, watch it. If people are not interested in that, then don't watch it. Also, as some people seem to do occasionally, they just watch it to hate it. I don't understand that, but it's not away from me. In fact, watch all you want. If it's... I mean, it is still technically entertainment. If you watch me just to hate on me, it's still entertainment for you, isn't it? So, fuck it. Like I said, ultimately it boils down to just fuck it. I don't know, let's try this, see what happens. I meant to do a reset. I was hoping it might take him to the wall, maybe, and I could get like an extra hit at the wall or something. Oh yeah, that's actually safe, I think. Man, I love Overwatch. I personally fucking love that game. There are some issues, yeah. Like the change where that, you know... Now that you can't stack heroes, I'm not a fan of that shit. I prefer stacking. And, you know, there are people, well, why don't you go play No Limit then? Well, because no one's fucking playing it. That's why I can't go play it. Because no one is fucking playing it. That's the problem with No Limit. There is absolutely no one playing it at all. So yeah. But it is what it is. If I want to play some Overwatch, I have to play it with the current rule set. And that's all there is to it. But that game is so much like Tekken, Quake 1 to me. Like that game is a spitting image of Quake 1 Soldier, you know, playing Pharah. And you know, on the release sniper, the vanilla sniper on release, just like the current sniper, which is really fucking awesome, right, by the way. They are really similar to what I used to play in Quake World Team Fortress. So it's like going back to home after all these years. As corny as that may sound, that is quite honestly what I feel, how I feel about it. It does feel like I've been away from that game for so long because, you know, those games just die eventually. There's just not enough players and then they just go away. I mean, sure, you could just gather friends and play a game now and then, but it's never going to be an everlasting solution. It's never going to be the same fun you had when you were a kid playing the game that, you know, had tons of people being like, I like this game's so fun, I want to play it every day. So when the amount of people doing that is gone, it's just never going to be the exact same. But when Overwatch came, when I heard about it, I was like, that doesn't sound interesting. It's gonna be another Team Fortress 2, a major letdown. They're gonna try to do all kinds of crazy things, right? And try to make it work, right? But then it was a free weekend or free week or whatever. I clocked in. I played that game every day like crazy. When I was streaming on that week, I felt like, oh shit, guys, I'm gonna have to quit. I have to go back to play Overwatch now. Bye. So yeah, that was, I really enjoy that game. Okay, I have clocked in like, I don't know, 100 hours, maybe 300 hours, I don't remember. But I have reached a point where it's not that much fun anymore as it was back then. Back before I had that much, you know, games under me. But, you know, ultimately, it's still really fun to go play. I probably play, on average, at least a match a day. Like, I probably play it, like, even if I don't play it every day, but at least a match a day on average. Awesome game. Especially the new engine, how that works. Like, it's nothing like how engines used to be. It's nothing. It's almost everything that used to be to server side plus client side. You know, with the anticipation and all whatnot. Oh shit! I missed it. I meant to do back for one, but I pressed it too early, and here we are. But yeah, holy shit, do I love Overwatch. Yes, the answer is yes. Maybe the other side would have worked. I managed to have the time to do a spin. I tried to do down forward 2 and I ended up with a crouch 1 or crouch 2. Oh, so he was baiting it all that time. Didn't even realize it. Only thing I dislike about this team is that they, on average with walls, they do so much damage that it's really impossible to estimate how much danger am I when I do a specific thing. So if there's a wall behind me, you know, with this team, it's probably going to kill me or take 80% of my life. Or something crazy like that. Another thing is that, you know, the thing that I really disliked about Bound is that it slows the game down. Like, there's a lot of waiting periods. And especially a team that can just do crazy combos like Jack with the wall carry. It's just a lot of waiting and it gets me really impatient. So I just have to I just have to tech. Like, I just have to. I can't wait. But that's what you have to do unless you want to wake up into a mix-up. You might want to wake up into a mix-up, but I don't. But yeah, Overwatch is my favorite FPS right now and probably for the longest time. I thought the time of fast-paced games with you know, without instant headshot kills and regenerating health while you wait behind a corner. I thought the time for fun action games was over. I mean, when I first saw Team Fortress 2, I was just disappointed how shitty that was compared to what I was expecting. It's not a bad game, I'm sure. There's like 1 billion people playing it or something. But I don't like it since I like Team Fortress 1. I played it a lot. I have probably like 500 hours played Team Fortress 2. I used to even play in a team with a, with that game. But that game has random crits. It doesn't get more retarded than that in terms of like ability in a game. Like, imagine if this game, like, sometimes Jap is just a launcher. Like, imagine how fun that is. Like, just, there's just a chance, but the chance increases the more you're losing. The more deaths you have, the more, like, the less rounds you have won compared to the enemy, the more chance there is that Jap suddenly is a launcher. Like, just out of nowhere. No warning, no way to see it. That's what a random crit rocket is. It's just a random insta-gip out of nowhere. That's not fun. Not for me. So, to me, Team Fortress 2 was huge letdown. Plus, the sniper was shit in that game. So, I'm used to sniper being OP, so yeah. Plus, the sniper mechanics are not like in actual Team Fortress. So, a lot of things that I really disliked that are not, they're not real problems. If someone was okay with Team Fortress 2, different approach to things, that is fucking fine, mate. That is perfectly fine. But me, I didn't like it. And it's really slow compared to actual Team Fortress. Like, there's no non-stop rocket jumping, grenade jumping, conch jumping, all that crazy action. Which you'd actually have in Overwatch. Which is awesome. Which is why I really like... because it has high mobility characters that can do crazy shit. As opposed to characters that, can't do crazy shit. Oh man, I thought he was only going to do the first one. Man, I got trouble against everyone, man. I mean, if you asked me what are the characters you really have a hard time playing against, then I'd say, like, when it comes to characters, like, it's always the mid-evasion characters. But after that, it's like Nina and Feng. And Snakes. Not Snakes as a character, but I can't see Snakes. I can sometimes feel like I see them, but not reliably, no. So, ultimately, it's just Snakes and characters that have really strong mid-evasion. Because my team is shit. Besides, the shenanigans. This one. Because Yoshimitsu doesn't have a mid-homing move. I mean, someone might say, but you have avoiding the battle up forward 4. But no, that's not a mid. That is not a mid. It is mid technically. But only technically. It does not hit anything. It has no range. If move has any kind of anything, it just doesn't hit. It's a terrible move, and I tested it in Tekken 7, and it's still shit in Tekken 7. Luckily, he has a new move, CD2, which may actually fix that a little bit. It's my minus 13, right? Minus 13 move, at least so it was in on the test version. Hopefully it'll be safe when the time comes. I mean, I don't see why that should be. Like, if Lars has down forward 2 that is safe, then maybe Yoshimitsu should have CD2 that is safe. Volchok asked me how's life. Well, I wake up, I take a shower, I go buy some Pepsi, I play guitar.
Get ready for the next battle.
And then I played some Tekken, and then I work on a few projects when I'm done with the streaming. I don't really play Tekken unless I'm streaming. And some guitar playing. That's my life pretty much in a nutshell. There are a few things that I do, but I'm not going to talk about them here. So there's my life. Do I play any other characters other than Yoshi and Kazuya? I don't know. Like, I don't know how to really adequately answer that question, mate. Okay, so here's the plan here. Clearly, these guys just mashing. Well, not mashing. That's the wrong word. But what I mean, like, I just have to block lows or block mids. I just have to start making wild guesses. I hate playing like that, but that's the game that it is today. You just have to, when these lows can track you and you can't step them reliably, you can't be like, well, if he's going to do that low, I can just keep stepping this direction and I don't have to worry about it because it's a shitty low. No, that just doesn't work anymore. So I have to start making these stupid guesses of whether I duck or not. I don't like playing like that. But at the same time, I have to play like that if I want shit getting done, right? Oh shit, that was a back row catch. I'm glad those will be gone. Now, even if I block that, see? I get no reward for blocking that. So that's why this playstyle really sucks nuts. Like, all you can do in these situations is just block low and high. You can't make some kind of educated guess. He can use 1 of 5 mids after that move, or he can just do more lows. So all you can do when you are in that situation is just guess, as far as I know. I'm sure there are some people who will be like, but man, there's like only few options that are this speed and that speed. You just have the option selected, mate. Right. But that would mean that I actually have to learn to do that. And to learn to do that would require quite a bit of effort if I want to do it for every single fucking character in the game, right? So I just have a hard time accepting that I just need to start ducking low and being ready to punish even if it's unpunishable. So I just kind of have to start accepting that, hey mate, you know the Tekken you like to play, it doesn't exist anymore. This is the Tekken that is out there. And right now this is the only Tekken you have access to play. So either play that game within that game's rules or stop playing Tekken. So yeah, here we are. Like that. How do you avoid that move, mate? How do you avoid that? You don't. There might be some way of, you know, sidestepping it at the exact specific moment, but sidestepping it, like, reliably, impossible. And right there, that's a problematic situation for Yoshimitsu, I have, you know, that is my homing. If I'm stuck at the wall, I got frames, but this motherfucker is slippery as shit. See that? That was supposed to be a combo. For some reason it wasn't.
Round 2. Fight. Round 3. Fight.
Shout me the downfall 2. Brilliant. And I'm not being sarcastic or anything like that. It's just, it's really fucking effective. Even though I did downfall 2, they should trade, but I was late. Because you're always late in those situations. If I could identify it as a jab, I wouldn't fucking do that. I wouldn't be pressing buttons after blocking a jab. It's a fucking terrible idea. But the thing is, I don't have the reaction speed to really see what's going on. So what I do is more of... Motherfucker! It's just an educated guess if I should try to press button now or later. Basically, the whole plan is... I wasn't in the air. I tried to do while running free, but I fucked it up because he just dashed into me. I should have attacked, but I was quite confident that I could manage it. Ah, press the button. Oh man, I hate it when it whips. I still haven't, you know, learned to do the, you know, I still haven't learned the actual range of that. I got your fucking down back three, motherfucker. And I got, oh shit! He was prepared. It's not a setup. Ooh, fancy shit. Someone that knows my shit. It's always annoying, kind of annoying to play against someone who actually knows that. But yeah, I was an example of a situation where, you know, it took me too long to recognize the move, but I still went for the punish. Now, ideally, if I keep doing that often enough, I'll just get faster at recognizing it and doing it. But unfortunately, it costs me the whole round when I do that, and I'm too late. And that's what the game is. That's how it works. Now, I'm not even going to blame it on the lag. The connection was outstanding. Really good. Really, really good. I was just late. I don't even know for sure if it's punishable when it hits like that. Maybe it's not even punishable. Maybe I should have used tenor to punish it. But I was so convinced that if I just go for back 1-2, I get the wall splat and I win, that it's totally worth just going for it. In fact, there was no doubt in my mind that it would actually go to block. I was sure it was going to hit.
Get ready for the next battle.
So yeah, about playing other characters, well, I know I play Heihachi and well, really, I have just 3 characters mainly. Mainly 3 characters only. That is Bayek, Kazuya, and Yoshimitsu. Technically, I could pull off any character and play it with varying degree of ability, but after those 3 is Heihachi and Devil Jin, and after that there's just none that I know of. I just don't have, but yeah, Bayek, Kazuya, Heihachi. Well, I'm dead. Let's increase that. I'm just gonna increase the... Why is the brightness so low? There we go. That was fucking strange. Why would it just have... Did my twin pistons whiff? It really looked like it. It's possible that my twin pistons was just late. But holy shit, that's just fucking depressing. Shenanigans time. There we go.
Lucky box. challenger. Get ready for the next battle. Round one. Fight!
What the fuck? How did that happen? That was fucking magic. Aww. My least favorite character in Tekken. Like, to play as? There's no such thing. To play against? There's too many. There's not just one. I don't really have a such thing, I guess. Well, that goes my everything. Wow, that sucks. You dead, son. But yeah, I can't imagine a least favorite character. There are many characters that I dislike as a Tekken player and not like... It's not about disliking them as a, you know, story-wise or anything like that. I don't really care much for it. Oh wow, he still reaches. So annoying. Least favorite characters and players. Maybe Law? I mean, that's the first one that comes into mind right now. I don't like playing Law. I think Law sucks. At least in a way that it's not fun to play. It's not fun to play at all. Because he's just, everything he has is just crazy high risk. So even though it seems on paper to be like a... On paper, it kind of seems like he's a solid character, but when you play him, you quickly realize that you just have to play him like a crazy character. And if you're gonna play like a crazy character, why not play Hwoarang or Ling or, you know, a character that really specializes in being crazy? Because Law's crazy is just something that you can do with Violet or Lee. Because basically the crazy is about the same. Both have slides and whatnot. The only thing Lee lacks is just having a crazy, super high risk shit. Like, he was crouching. Man, I hate that so much.
You lose. Lucky boss.
But it's not like I actively really avoid it.
New challenger.
Why are all the settings so different when I put on PlayStation? Wow, that is weird. So it has different settings for PlayStation. I wonder if this will carry over now.
Get ready for the next battle.
If you don't have trouble against Christie when you're playing Yoshimitsu, then you must be pretty good.
Round 1. Fight.
Or, you know, I mean capos in general. Oh yeah, and I remember, this is how you play against these characters. You do this, and then you just do this. There's no point in having any kind of strategy when you're playing against, you know, characters that specialize in mid-evasion. Nothing wrong with anyone who plays them. Play whatever you want. But also, at the same time, there's really no point in putting any kind of strategy type of mental effort into playing against them. Just use the only things that hit them and hope for the best. That is my playstyle. So now that I am playing against a mid-evasive character that can be, you know, dealt with like this is the only thing that I will do, because this is the only thing that will make any sense to do. Well, my down forward one turned into something else.
Round 3. Fight.
Oops. Should have done it instead of just waking twin pistons. But I will not really give any thought into this matchup. It's just nonsense. If you want to think about these matches, go ahead. Go ahead. If that's what strikes you fancy, just go for it. Go crazy, mate. For me, mate, I will just keep on rolling with twin pistons. As long as I can, I will just keep on doing that. Ah, I should have gone for the twin pistons there.
Round. Fight.
Oops. I forgot all I need to do is twin pistons. I started thinking for a second, and that's what happened there. Actually, hop kick is kind of bad. Oh, another shenanigan.
You lose.
But yeah, No point in trying any harder than that. You will not be rewarded for your attempts to play smart or anything like that. Because if you forget even for a second, even for a fucking second, and use something normal like, I don't know, dash 3, or as in that match happened, like while standing 4, down for the 4, or anything that is kind of like a good move in usually on the situation, and it just gets magically mid evaded. So it's not a thinking man's game. It's just do a thing that works against mid evasion and hope for the best. You can disagree with me, and I'm fine with that, and you can play a thinking man's game against mid-evasive types, but I'm not going to waste my time to do that.
Feel free.
I just need to find out how to do that same with Yoshimitsu.
Round 1. Fight!
Cool.
Fight! Lucky box. New challenger. Get ready for the next battle.
Bears are kind of annoying with the hell sweep. You got, it's like 15 frame launching L sweep and a 15 frame launching mid. Oh yeah, that doesn't work against bears. There's so many extra rules when you play against bears. Like some combos just don't work. And you know, some punishers, you should use completely different ones.
Round 2. Fight.
Phantom corner. I didn't remember it, but I just realized that there is that. Oh yeah, them legs. Oh shit, that I like on.
Round 4. Fight. Lucky boss.
Ah, you need down for one.
New challenge. Get ready for the next battle.
How do I deal with this? I don't want to defend against bear because it's just nonsense, but I don't really have a really reliable low. Because the health is really hard to land on bears because their legs are always back. Well, that was interesting. Still have to work on learning while running freeze range. Oh, the fear. Oh man, I can't jab at it. Oh, that doesn't reach. Oh. I don't want to deal with this nonsense anymore, so I'm off. Bye bye.